What is up, everyone, and welcome back to Kit Reacts, where we're just going to open up by playing a bit of Resident Evil. We wait 9 minutes for what we are watching today. So, as fully aware as I am about the irony of me filming this before I've even uploaded the Nintendo Direct reaction. Today we are going to be doing the State of Play. All that little fucker can be there. So, we're going to spend this 10 minutes just kind of like discussing what I want and what I expect. What I expect is a little bit more difficult to sum up, because honestly, I haven't got a bastard clue. But yeah, I would like to see. Okay, so there's a rumor going around that the Wolverine game is going to get its real debut. Gotcha. And this is a game I would like to see contingent on it being better than Spider-Man 2 was. Now, it's very hard to talk about Spider-Man 2 without getting into all the bullshit, and I'm not going to even touch that with a 10-foot pole. What is undeniable is that it made certain decisions that were at the detriment of the actual game. Really didn't need a yellow herb. But yeah, there were writing decisions and even gameplay decisions that I don't think the game should have made. In the interest of being, you know, a good Spider-Man game and a good video game in its own right. But yeah, so leave me alone. So yeah, I want to see Wolverine contingent on it being better. Contingent on it not having characters that sound like they're talking with human resources right behind them. And just generally, I don't want it to be getting fan favourite characters wrong, like Mary Jane or obviously this being a Wolverine game, it has different characters, and I'm not like, I like X-Men and always have done, but I'm not really into it to the degree that I can tell you what I actually want from the game. It's been years since I was majorly into the X-Men films, like that Fox did. I've only seen a little bit of both the X-Men 90s cartoon and X-Men 97. You little fucker. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I want from that. But I want it to definitely do better. Just as a surface level, like, this is what I want. Wish. So, the other thing is, I don't know if we will hear about it, but Spider-Man 3, because despite the fact that Spider-Man 2 was a mess, I am unfortunately in too deep, and would really like to see the conclusion of Peter Parker's story. And then for the series to be over. Because I don't really like Miles Morales. Especially not in these games. Yeah. So that's one thing. Like, just Insomniac. Oh. Come here, piggy. That little piggy went wee 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 all the way home. So yeah, that's the first thing anyway. I'm starting to regret deciding to open up with a segment where I play this game and try and talk about my desires, because quite frankly, this isn't going well. So yeah, so we've got 3 minutes, so I'm going to start making my way to a save point. To a typewriter so that I can save my game. But yeah, the other thing that I want, and again, I'm not really heavy on this. I either want an Eco remake for the PS5, because for some reason the PS4 never got Eco, despite getting Shadow of the Colossus, despite the PS3 getting both of them. I was very surprised when Eco didn't get anything, and I would really like Eco to get a... I'd really like Eco to get anything. Ooh, nice. Or a new IP for Sony. Sorry, it overloaded while I was doing that. A new IP for Sony that's kind of on par with... Sorry, I've just opened the stream back up to find it's crashed for me. So yeah. Sorry, I'm just sorting this out. Double check that. Right, so yeah, I'd like an Eco level, like an Eco Shadow of the Colossus level game. Not necessarily a game like them, but a new IP that's on the level of those. Because Shadow of the Colossus is legendary. Like, people still talk about how fantastic that game is. And that was a PS2 game. I only ever played the PS4 version. I still haven't actually gotten around to Eco. I wanted to. I was gonna emulate it, but like, I'm waiting until I get an actual copy now, because I'd like to actually play it on my actual PS2. You know, just have some lovely, quiet nights in, like I've been doing with Halo lately. That's a game that I've been playing. Oh, the Halo 2. Yeah, I've got my CEX stickers on it, but what else is I gonna do? But yeah, so anything else? I expect that we'll hear from Naughty Dog's game. I'd like to hear about Knights of the Old Republic. I won't hold my breath. Also, I don't really want to play that game anymore. Because the first thing we heard about it was that they'd hired one of the worst possible writers for it. And again, that's touching things I don't like touching with a 10-foot pole. But I don't trust that writer because she doesn't seem to like KOTOR very much. And KOTOR still needs to be KOTOR. Here we go anyway. If I announce the PS6, then I'm dying. Can't believe that we're even talking about the PS6. We won't get any Resident Evil news. It will probably be in this, but Requiem was already announced. That was the 7 remake, wasn't it? Anyway, point stands. Point stands. Okay. That looked like a dragon. Solitary signals. Hang on, I recognise that guy. Why do I recognise that guy? Oh, rather, not the guy, but the armour. Saros, I've never heard of it. Oh. I don't know if this has anything to do with Returnal besides, like, just the gameplay. Looks fun, though. Just based on this little bit of shooting. I didn't play Returnal. Heard people liked it though. It's hard to say really. Like, I'm not very into. Okay. Yeah, see, this is why I don't usually watch states of play. Like, state of plays. I don't necessarily think that these sorts of showcases should be about that sort of stuff. I prefer these sorts of showcases to be game, move on, game, move on, game, move on. No long gameplay reveals. You save those for their own showcases, in my opinion. And it's a problem directs have as well. My problem with PlayStation, and I say this as someone that plays on PS5. I mean, I've just rebeaten Jedi Survivor on there. Because I owned Jedi Survivor since release day on. Well, I pre purchased it on PC, expecting it to let me pre install, but that's a completely different issue. And it's 155 gigabytes, which is objectively taking the piss. It did not earn its storage space. It is not that big a game. It's pretty big. But there's like 5 planets in it, and I'm not being funny, they're not that big. I mean, Kobo is, I guess. I'm getting distracted. But yeah, but because I don't want to have to delete everything I want to play on PC for that. I'm very... He looks utterly thrilled. Yeah, so... It's a lot easier for me to stomach deleting a bunch of shit off my PS5. Because, to be honest, I don't really play games on my PS5. But, yeah. I don't really mind deleting shit off it. I mean, currently I've got, a few PS1 games, Shadow of the Colossus, which I need to sit and carry on playing, Resident Evil 2, which I'm going to start playing on PC instead. Spider-Man Remastered. Like, what's the point in putting the time on there? Considering that was 7 minutes ago. Anyway. We're on to the real shit now. This is going to be a showcase for the games I don't give two fucks about. And I already know that. But... let's just watch and give it our time and attention. I just want to point out, I own this. The Xbox DVD remote and playback kit. That's not really relevant, I just saw it a moment ago. This isn't the sort of game I play. Music's kind of a vibe though. And welcome back to Infinity Games. Zero praise for Dead Spies. Sure. PS5 Pro. I think it's a little bit extortionate. Is this Flight Sim? Or something else? It's a little bit extortionate that they released the PS5, for years gave us absolutely fuck all of worth on there, and then said, buy our better version. Except the better version doesn't come with a disc drive, which means that it's automatically worse than the actual PS5. Because a digital-only console is never going to be a good thing. There will never be a time when that becomes acceptable. And I think that everyone needs to push back against it, but they won't because, of course, why would they? Why the fuck would they? Yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator. What is the point in you, Microsoft? Exclusives are a good thing. Microsoft need to realise that, except because they've been bleeding money on Game Pass, they have to subsidise it elsewhere. So they put the games on rival consoles. And I don't think they should do that. I don't. Ugh. This looks generic. Oh, it's a new Battlefield. Hang on. Is it? Battlefield's created by DOESN. I know that there is a new Battlefield, but like, I've never actually seen anything about it. It's just a guy at work keeps talking to me about it. Well, I say keeps talking to me, just mentions it from time to time. But, no. Okay, I don't like DICE. If this is Battlefield, then I don't like DICE. I think they're a kind of idiotic studio that are kind of overrated. I don't really know about Battlefield. Like, I've played 2 minutes of one of them. Didn't get around to actually sitting down and playing it properly. Battlefield 6, yeah. Not a Battlefield guy. Damn, that's close. 25th anniversary, 2000 game. Now, Aspire's always a coin flip on whether or not a game is going to be good when they remaster it. I heard dodgy things about Tomb Raider's remaster. Admittedly, not a lot that made a difference. I don't know if that was Aspire. IDOS are the Tomb Raider people, aren't they? Hang on. Yeah, IDOS are definitely the Tomb Raider people. The fact that I have this on hand at any given moment. You want about Silent Hill F? Oh, no. Halloween the game. Don't care. Have I actually seen Halloween? I don't know. Like, the original Halloween. Don't think I have. I feel like I've had this exact conversation with my uncle before. I love that theme. I always have done. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, who modelled them? Their faces look like shit. I don't get how we've got more advanced technology than ever, and yet faces are more awful than they've ever been in games. This cider doesn't taste good tonight. Just saying. This means nothing to me. I have... What? What's last epoch? Okay, it's a 6-year-old game. That's less bad than I thought it was. It is also currently... Oh, okay. Okay, that's less bad. That's less bad. Actually, wait, no, I'm a bit... When I say expansion, are you going to have to pay for that separately to the port? Because currently, I've just gone to the, page. Yeah, I've just gone to the web page, like the Wikipedia page about it, and it would technically be day one DLC, but it has just been announced to be coming to PS5. That was the announcement. It seems. Street Fighter? Wait. No, Mega Man. Why am I being a dumbass? Wrong Capcom franchise. But Prolo. Imagine, like, still remembering that in 2025. Yeah, I'm not even sure I'm playing this game. I will have found out it's a Archie cast, but only because I believe in supporting that stuff. It's weird. A lot of that stuff got leaked for some mobile game, so it looked more likely for this. I'd imagine Pirate Warriors is also going to be something about this. Is it just me, or is that dubbing worse than ever? Okay. I don't really... I don't know. I don't play KT games, really. Not... Obviously the horror ones are different. Obviously Asia Calamity was a fucking shit show. Neo 3, that's the one I was thinking of. They just said Neo, didn't they? Oh well. And Pirate Warriors? No. This is a remaster. Why am I thinking of the third game? Maybe? I don't know. I've only ever played like 5 minutes total of classic Dynasty Warriors, and it was never my thing. It's... Hey, I got it right. I got it right. I said 3. I recognise the snow area, that's why. Oops. Yeah, so... Not great that there's already been 2 remasters, considering the PS5 still lacks an identity. But... Bandai Namco. Got any exclusives for us, Sony? Anything at all? No? Didn't think so. Thing is, I want a reason to own all the consoles. I'm never given one. Even if we subscribe to the idea that my PC is my Xbox. Whereas owning a GameCube, a PS2, and and an Xbox, I feel like I'm getting the full experience, if that makes sense. Because I can play Mario Sunshine, Wind Waker, Fairfax Temperatures, fucking Double Dash, Melee, F-Zero GX. I can play all of that. Code Vein 2. Neat. Not really my thing. I played a bit of it. It's diluted Dark Souls. And I know I've just spoken about Jedi Survivor, but not the point. That's anime Dark Souls, which... but no, on PS2 I can play Onimusha, Ratchet and Clank, Devil May Cry, Code Veronica. Whatever. And on my Xbox, I've got Conquer Live and Reloaded. I've got Halo, Halo 2. I've got Blinks, which I don't really like. I started playing Blinks the other night. Not really my thing, but we move. I've got to stop saying that. Oh, this is on my shelf. Also, multiplats are always best on Xbox unless like someone fucks something up completely. So I'm losing the point. But no, so the only things I need as a gamer, really, like my PS5 is useful because games are starting to move above my specs on PC. But my Xbox, like I only really need my PS5, my Switch 2, and my PC. Xbox hasn't given me anything to actually use. Again, I don't really play a lot of Final Fantasy. I beat 7 at long last this year. That was fun. I'm also playing the remake trilogy. Again, fun. Kind of. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. So yeah, I'm not really a big... I don't think all your games on the console need to be exclusive, but the total lack of exclusives is not a good thing. Now, I'm intending that by the time that GTA 6 is on PC, because I'll play it on PS5 to start with, but by the time that it's on PC, I wholeheartedly intend to have an upgraded PC ready to take complete advantage of everything in the game. And then you've got like everything else. It's whatever, really. I'm not really sure what I'm watching. Okay. Shueisha Games. Never heard of them. This is turning out to be exactly what I was expecting. We're bloody 25 minutes in and there's fuck all. I mean, I'll use my phone so I don't accidentally spark it. Bound to an unfinished draft. A prisoner of an endless tale. I'm only double checking how long the actual thing is. I'm only here because of Wolverine, if I'm being honest. Like, that's why I'm here. I can't help that. Oh, good God. 2026 wish list now. Not my thing. PlayStation. $35. Oh my. They actually have nothing. They actually have nothing. Oh my god. I mean, these games probably appeal to somebody. Not most people. Chrono Script: The Endless End. I mean, neat. I can't explain this fully, but so many games look like this. It's very telling as well that they have next to no stylized games. Really, it's all like photorealism. Which naturally means that it's all going to be really, really fucking annoying as well. Because it's all going to take up copious amounts of storage and, you know, just not... I don't know. This is my problem with modern gaming. And it's not as much of a problem on Switch 2. Which is why I don't talk about this during Directs. Crimson Desert. Like... Oh, fucking hell. Pulse Elevate, wireless speakers. Why do I need these? Planar magnetic drivers. But why do I need them? Live like desktop audio. No, it's not. AI enhanced noise rejection. But why do I need it? PlayStation Link wireless. What? Again, why do I need this? There better be some... Okay, Alan Wake's supposed to be good. I mean, Goat Simulator 3 is neat, but I already have it. I'm still gonna get it on PS Plus, but like... Oh, fucking hell. what you want me to say about this. The Last of Us 2 is a shit show. This I care about. Neat, but I don't need it. I've already got the special edition on the PS1. Soul Calibur 3. Okay, a little bit more valuable. Anything else? No, of course not. Oh, this is Gran Turismo, right? I mean, that is Sony's Resident Car series. Yeah. Ah. I don't. I don't play Gran Turismo. I don't even play Forza. I did briefly. I have one of the Forzas. I have the first Motorsport on original Xbox. Admittedly, I can't see it from here. Oh, never mind, I found it. First Motorsport. Have they got anything valuable to watch? Considering there's like 2 confirmed minutes left. Oh no. God of War 20th anniversary, except all that matters to Sony now is their shitty reboot of it. Like, Wolverine? Maybe? Yeah, Wolverine. I could have probably told you that from the voice anyway. The famous bar. This is canon to Spider-Man, yeah? I'm just saying. Rather than Miles and Cindy, maybe Spider-Man 3 should have Peter and Logan team up. What a clever idea. What an absolutely fantastic idea. God forbid anyone ever thought of it. Because Miles is shit and Cindy hasn't got time to be introduced properly. I'll touch on Sentinel. Neat. Okay, fine. I don't have an issue with any of what we've just seen. Any announcement for Spider-Man 3? That's not the question that I want to ask. Hang on. Okay. Where's it set? Like... I really thought this game was never coming out. Honestly, I thought it was dead. Arrogant. I don't know what to say about any of this. That everything? Yeah? Okay. Okay, so let's talk about that. That was... What am I supposed to say about that? What am I actually supposed to say? It was... not good. In the slightest. Wolverine looks fine. It looks fine. I won't say fun yet, as we haven't really seen how it all works. But you know, it looks like a solid little beat 'em up, and I don't know if it's going to be as open as Spider-Man 2, like as Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2, because Wolverine isn't really a traversal character, really. Like, yeah, he could climb up buildings if he wanted to. I don't know where it's set, 'cause it's probably not New York. But yeah, I don't mind any of that. A more linear Wolverine game would be fine, like a proper beat 'em up. Fine. I'd like to see other mutants. Mystique's obviously just been confirmed. I'm a little concerned about that because Mystique would be the easiest way to get in. The kind of mission that nobody wants to play. I would have been more keen on playing as Rogue or, you know, Gambit or fucking Phoenix. Everyone would love to play as Phoenix in the game. Like, Phoenix or Dark Phoenix would be fucking spectacular. Everyone knows that. Bit like the symbiote arc, it's an arc that gets done completely awfully, the Dark Phoenix thing. I do want to read the comics for that. I was gonna buy them a few months ago, but like didn't get around to it. Yeah. Wolverine looks good. I think it looks great. Fine. Like, I don't know what you want from me. It was a state of play that didn't really need to be one. And I wouldn't be saying that if Sony had had banger after banger, but they haven't. The majority of PS5 games are not good, is the upshot of this. They are cinematic slogs that, honestly, didn't need to exist. The effects of The Last of Us have been a disaster for all of us. You know, having to squeeze through a tiny little gap, having to walk slowly and not shoot things as people talk. If we can't fight what's happening, like, I don't have to be controlling the character while we're talking. If that's what's going on, just do a cutscene. Just do a cutscene. Like, it can be an in-game cutscene. Like, the difference between pre-rendered and in-game is that it's a lot easier to reflect costume changes, for example, or like specific state of your character. So say that your character has a gun fastened to his belt that's optional. That will be reflected in an in-game cutscene, whereas it might not be in a pre-rendered. That was the whole deal with Breath of the Wild. You'll see if you mod it that, for example, you mod your game to have Linkle as your playable character instead of Link. You can do that. That's fine. It has. There's no issues with doing that. But cutscenes, as in the memories or the whatever, they don't reflect that. The dialogue does, because the subtitles are rewritten by one of the mods. But the actual cutscenes, they don't reflect that. They don't reflect that new model. Because they're pre-rendered. It'd take a fucking lot of effort to do that. It'd be doable, I'm sure. But it'd take a lot of effort. That brings up the upshot of the fact there was never an in-game model for Zelda in the what's it called, in Breath of the Wild. I don't believe, because she isn't at any point in game. She's only in those cutscenes. Point is, I don't need those weird, like, pseudo cutscene things where you're walking with someone and, you know, they want to keep you having control so that you don't turn off. No, just do it as a cutscene. And it's fucking annoying because, like, you can't skip it either. Like, you can in Resident Evil 4. I don't know about Village yet. Here's a bit of inside information. I'm going to be playing Resident Evil Village on the channel. Don't know when. I want to play 2 first. Might play 2 on the channel. Just a thought. Just a thought. But yeah, so stick around, buds. Anyway, I think that's more or less it. I don't have a lot else to say about that state of play. It wasn't very good. And I think if you're being honest with yourselves, didn't do it really for anyone. Bit of a waste of time. Bit of a waste of 35 minutes. Bit of a waste of an hour for you lot. But what else is new? If there's one game I would like to see going forward, it's... I don't know. We'll see. Like I say, I wanted something on the level of Eco to keep me intrigued. Something that looked strange. Something that looked unique. Well, unfortunately, that's never going to happen. Because current Sony is a bunch of fucking buffoons. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace out, fuckers.